Okay, so pressure washing. Really, I landed on pressure washing the ceiling because it was the most feasible solution that I could find. I investigated dustless blasting, which is basically sandblasting with water mixed in to keep the dust down. I tried that right here on this section. It worked okay, but I tell you, for the cost and effort involved to run that machine and to be on a man lift in the ceiling with the hose and all the protective equipment, it just really didn't result in, well, the result that I was looking for. It was just splotchy and it was actually pretty aggressive to the wood. That led me back to pressure washing, and I figured, okay, if I'm gonna pressure wash this, how can I make this as easy as possible? And then I had heard from somebody that they make telescoping wands for a pressure washer to do outsides of buildings and stuff like that. But I'm like, hey, I have a 15-foot ceiling. I wonder if I could get one of those to help me do that. And it was the best thing I ever bought for my pressure washer. It's like the most useful tool I've bought this year. It worked so great. I was able to stay on the ground. I could lean the wand away from me so that the dirt and water that I was generating wouldn't drop in front of me instead of on me, which is a huge improvement compared to standing on the man lift and using the normal pressure washer wand right above my face. It's just so much better. So because of that, because it was easier and I could move faster, I got the ceiling in here done in about 5 days. So I'm pretty pleased with that result. I also did all the walls. There was, for whatever reason, in this one section, there was white paint, but I'm a pretty big fan of the result. I just pressure wash, you know, one course at a time, back and forth, and not spending too much time in one area, but I really like how this came out. And being in the architecture industry for a while, people spend hundreds of dollars trying to get this whitewashed finish, and I got it with just careful application of a pressure washer. But the rest of the brick that's not painted came out great. It's got a lot of character. I mean, it's 100+ years old. So it cleaned up real nice, with the exception of some real baked in stains and whatnot from the spinning line shaft throwing grease on the wall. And then the back wall is mostly concrete, and it had this skim coat on it that is kind of flaking off, so I'll have to do something there. So the ceiling's pressure washed, the walls are pressure washed. It was time to finally hang the lights, and I didn't really film much of that process because I just got carried away trying to crank it out and get it done, and I just wasn't thinking about a camera. But they are up now. These are the salvage lights that I got from a commercial building in Maryland. The ballasts have been removed and they've been rewired to support LED bulbs. I think I had about 24 or 28 of them, and I just hung them. Just made up my own spacing system, measuring off of these I-beams 3 feet, and it seemed to space them nicely in between the sections. I may have gotten a bit carried away back here, but the electrician's not here yet, so I still have time to change things around. It's a bit tricky over here where the line shaft system is staying. I just mocked these sections up above the line shaft. Hopefully that'll work. I think it'll still throw down enough light, and in fact it may make the line shaft system look pretty cool with light casting through it. So I still have a hole here that I need to fill with a few more sections, and then of course over here is the ceiling where the office is going to be. The office is going to go from that section there, kind of following this line, and then that way. So this corner is going to be the office, so I'll probably have different lighting for here. What do you think, Meg? What are you doing?